Blessed Sunday, brothers and sisters, and thank you for joining us in this Sunday Healing Eucharist, wherever you are in the world. And I hope that we are happy and confident about our faith, our religion, our church. But I will confess to you, brothers and sisters, that as a priest, as a missionary, as a consecrated religious, one of the saddest feeling of kind of even embarrassment is when I meet people, and there are times when people would approach us priests, lalo na kapag may Roman collar ka, and they will approach you not really to thank you and congratulate you for your homily, but just to tell you stories how they left the church. One of the saddest stories in the church is when people leave the church. And surveys recently have shown that there are a good number leaving the pews ng simbahan, hindi na nagsisimba, or some nagsisimba because their families are Catholics, pero hindi na sila nagkukumunyon or umuupo dun sa likuran. So yung mga ganon, kapag nakwekwentuhan tayo, it is with humility, with certain amount of embarrassment na sayang, saan tayo nagkulang, saan kami nagkamali. Yung gospel of Jesus in today's Sunday, the gospel is really kind of a call for self-reflection, not only for us priests and the leaders in the church or in the parishes, yung mga pastoral councils, yung mga ministers sa simbahan, lahat po tayo tinatawag at inaanyayahan din na magnilay about the words of Jesus. Why? Because we are people that has been called to play certain roles, to take up certain responsibilities, authorities, and titles in the church. Hindi rin po naiiba sa pinanghahawakan ng mga scribes and Pharisees na kausap ni Jesus during his time. And so, it is in this position of authority that the Lord is telling us, do what they tell you, but, and this is the stinging words of Jesus, do not follow their example. How many times in the gospel that Jesus would say, don't do what they are telling you? It's only in this one, referring to religious leaders, those people in the religion and in the church, that he says, do not follow their example. If that is told about me, manglulumo siguro ako at matutunaw ako sa kahihiyan. What if that is told about us as a community? So it really is a soul-searching invitation for us, brothers and sisters, na whatever we profess, maganda. Those people who have left, they seldom have complaints about the doctrine itself. Yung mga complain about bakit nyo sinasamba ang estatwa, ang rebulto ni Maria at ng mga santo, mga excuse na lang yon. There are already plenty of answers to that. And I hope as Catholics you know how to answer that. Pero it's mostly about their experience, how they are treated by fellow Christians, fellow Catholics, especially those in authority. Maybe ng mga pare, ng mga kamadrihan, ng mga religious. So, it's usually how we treat them and their experience in the church. And so it is an invitation for us, brothers and sisters, na tingnan natin baka naman the way we act betrays what we profess. And in the gospel, you would notice, brothers and sisters, na maraming ibang pagkakamali ang mga tao, but seldom, usually Jesus is more compassionate and understanding. Even an adulterer woman, he would say, whoever, kung sinong walang kasalanan ang maunang bumato, or he told the adulterous woman, neither do I condemn you. Go and sin no more. But there is one sin that Jesus could not stand, and that is hypocrisy. Kung ang mga tao ay hindi tumutupad sa kanilang mga sinasabi at itinuturo at pinaniniwalaan. And so yung alignment ng belief and action, ng pananampalataya at pamumuhay. Sana mga kapatid, mapagnilayan natin ito. At isa siguro sa mga sinasabi ng Panginoon dito sa Ebanghelyo rin, na makakatulong sa atin upang tayo'y maging tapat, maging totoo, authentic to our title as Christians is humility. The greatest among you must be your servant. So, Jesus presented himself, even though he is the Son of God, he is the leader of the apostles, and he is the foundation of this big church, of this big faith, and yet he presents himself as a servant, one who washes the feet of his disciples, one who is concerned for the needs of those who are hungry, of those who are poor, of those who are sick. Jesus presents himself as one who served, not the one to be served. Doon pa lang, magandang example na para sa atin mga kapatid, na being a Christian, we are also called to be servants to one another. That is true leadership. Kaya nga, di ba, merong concept ng servant leadership. So, hindi lamang po yun sa mga namumuno, pero para sa ating lahat din po. Maging servant citizens din naman po tayo. That in whatever way, in whatever stations in life, in whatever conditions or situations we find ourselves, that always we are on the lookout to serve. Kung talagang tayo ay tunay na magsisilbi kaysa taga-utos lamang o yung susundin lamang, then I'm sure we'll be able to attract more people to the faith, not by words, but by the example that they see in our lives. Jesus also said in today's gospel, whoever exalts himself will be humbled, but whoever humbles himself will be exalted. And so for Jesus, the true measure of greatness is one who humbles himself in service to people. Sana mga kapatid, sa ating pamumuhay as Christians, as Catholics, mas kakitaan tayo ng mga ganitong qualities. Humility, simplicity, service, authenticity, integrity, honesty. And by that, dear brothers and sisters, we are more in the image of Christ rather than on the image of the scribes and Pharisees. May the heart of Jesus, may the gospel of Jesus continue to enliven us, to encourage us, to teach us in the way we live as Christian Catholics. Amen.